Deep in the mountains, a shepherd lived beside a huge flock of sheep, but protecting them was one powerful Alabai. That night, the valley was silent, yet something in the darkness was watching. While the shepherd slept and the flock rested, the Alabai suddenly stood up. His ears rose and his eyes fixed on the distant mountains. He had sensed something that the human eye could not yet see. The Alabai slowly walked around the flock, checking every direction. Then he stopped. A faint movement appeared in the darkness. He made no sound. He simply stared, waiting for the danger to reveal itself. The shepherd stepped outside and asked what was wrong. He turned on his flashlight, but nothing appeared. He thought the dog might be mistaken, but the Alabai refused to move. He knew the danger was still there. Suddenly, the sheep began moving nervously. The flock gathered together as strange shadows appeared near the hillside. Now the shepherd understood why his guardian had been watching the darkness. The Alabai immediately moved between the flock and the approaching shadows. He pushed the sheep behind him and stood his ground. There was no panic in his eyes, only complete focus. The danger moved closer. The Alabai raised his head and released a powerful warning bark that echoed through the valley. The message was clear. This flock was protected. The shepherd called his dog back, but the Alabai refused to leave his position. He wasn't looking for a fight. He was simply making one thing clear. Nothing was getting past him. The night grew darker, and the wind became stronger. The Alabai watched the mountains, the open field, and the flock behind him. One dog was now guarding every direction. Some sheep began moving away from the group. The Alabai immediately returned to them and guided them back together. His mission was simple: keep every sheep close and every danger away. Hour after hour passed. The shepherd watched from nearby while the Alabai remained awake. He was becoming tired, but he never stopped watching the darkness. Then suddenly, one sheep moved beyond the safe area. The Alabai noticed instantly. He rushed over, guided the sheep back, and returned to his position before the flock could become separated. Just when everything seemed quiet, the Alabai noticed movement again on the hillside. He stopped, looked into the darkness, and turned back toward the flock. The night was not over yet. He was exhausted, but there was no time to rest. The Alabai placed himself between the flock and the danger once again. His body was tired, but his sense of duty remained strong. After hours of darkness, the sky slowly began to change. A faint light appeared behind the mountains. The predators were finally moving away, but the Alabai continued watching until he was certain. The shadows disappeared into the mountains. The Alabai watched them for a final moment, then slowly turned back toward the flock. Every sheep was still there. Every sheep was safe. Morning finally arrived. Golden sunlight covered the valley as the sheep came out of their shelter. The Alabai stood nearby, exhausted after a night without sleep. The shepherd walked toward his loyal